See, I derive from the hope. I hope that people notice. Open up your mind and let me float in while I push his purpose. I defend this kingdom of paper, but know that it's a service. So in due time, you'll pay it forward for your fine. But please be kind, because you can't rewind. And take your time, and soon enough you'll find this paper that we building might just bury us. But a level playing field would be what's fair enough. Hey yo, part of my preaching. But if ignorance is bliss, then why we searching and seeking? Fly through our flimsy cities without any reason. Civil with cold souls, but we keep a heater. Okay, so cipher them seers. No time for liars and cheaters. No cry, we right through them tears. Stay high, but look where my feet is. Planted in the parchment that I started from. I'll show you what you need, you tell me what you want. Paper rolled around the tree, ironic, huh? Our vices tend to clarify our character. Embarrassing to others who deny it though, but I invoke the harshest truths to
bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio down here in the Playa Cave on this Throwback Thursday. We got a little bit of snow. Well, I ain't gonna say a little bit of snow. It's a lot of snow coming down. Down outside.
Chi-Town.
You know, so it's gonna get a little worse as the time go on. They saying we're supposed to get about 11 to 12 inches. I think so. If y'all out there on the roads during that time, man, y'all be safe, man. You know, CL, make sure your ass safe out there, man, because that snow coming down during you at that motherfucker hookah lounge smoking that sweet juice.
Yeah. He at the hookah lounge. Well, you got raspberry watermelon.
Smoking that sweet juice.
First of all, it ain't raspberry. White gummy bear, lemon and mint.
You ain't got extra expensive on these motherfuckers now.
Hey, this boy Jason said who will win between me and Chris Williams from Fenwick in a one-on-one. Remember Chris Williams that played with McGetty at Fenwick?
Chris Williams can shoot, man.
Chris Williams can shoot that.
Yeah, he can shoot that motherfucker.
Went to Stanford. Yeah, but I'm Chris. I'm out to put Chris on that.
They had Billy Adams back over there. Man, Billy Adams was nice,
and they got that tall boy Jabari Harris.
It was Billy Adams. It was Chris Williams. It was Mark Treadwell and Corey McGetty.
Yeah,
that was the team.
I'm talking about after Mark transferred to Westerhouse.
I thought he went to St. Joe's and then Westerhouse.
St. Joe's then Westerhouse, right?
Yeah.
You talking about Treadwell?
Yeah, Tread. Yeah, I used to. I saw. Matter of fact, I was going to Kennedy King, and Tread was. I think was. Yeah, he was at Kennedy King. Him and Paul McPherson.
Right.
I was going to school with them at that time.
Shout out to Paul McPherson.
Out there at Kennedy King. Like, I had a matter of fact, I had a class with Paul. But yeah, we sitting back. We talking about Chicago sports and more. Now we just reminiscing, sitting back, just chilling, man. On this Thursday, CL Crockett at that hookah lounge is loud than a motherfucker, man.
CL.
But we gonna finish going, man. We talked about a little bit of NFL. We talked about the mother who walked off on her son after he picked his college. I guess we're gonna go ahead and jump quick into it first. We're gonna talk about, goddammit, these NBA trades that then went down.
I'm gonna let CL go first.
So we got.
Please do.
Hold on, wait. Let me finish. We got Cleveland. We got Cleveland who sat back and they cleaned house. They basically cleaned house. I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna happen like this. You got. I keep saying his last name wrong.
Who?
Munda. What's his name?
Moutier.
You got Moutier, which it was a damn good pickup by New York.
That's a great pickup by New York.
He went from Denver to New York.
After the injury to what's the name? Yeah.
You got Derrick Rose. He close to meeting back up with Thibodeau down there in Minnesota. So
yeah.
I mean, you say you want CL to kick? Go ahead, CL, kick it off, man. What you got to say about that?
Derrick Rose needs to go ahead and hang them shoes up first and foremost.
No, I can't say that for the boy just yet, man.
You know, he get over there and tear work you to death. Moutier definitely was a good pickup after the foot injury. A dude get fucking. I watched dude. He. LeBron them got in exchange. They got some good players. They got what was his name? George Hill.
They got Nance. They got Hill. And your boy, the other guy from LA. They got that backup Lonzo Ball. Clarkson, right?
So they pick up some young gunners, but
and you got Rodney Hood.
Rodney Hood get buckets too, but he just ain't been on the court enough.
Right.
So I think LeBron got a good part of this deal. He got some young cats. LeBron still playing like he's 20 something. But at the same time, man, it's like LeBron knows in order to win, he got to meet up to what Golden State doing, and that's what he's trying to do.
What he
So,
did last night,
like,
though, CL, he not gonna do that every night. Like, they barely won last night. I mean, he made a heck of a block at the end. And his numbers, he had video game numbers 35, 15, 12, and like 3 or something like that. But LeBron know he can't do that every game. LeBron know he's not gonna be able to do that.
And I think after that game last night, the way he played last night, you can't have your star caliber player who basically gonna lead your franchise into the final. You can't have him playing like that night in and night out. And I was just talking to a guy earlier today, and I was telling him, like, Chris Paul needs to slow his ass down because he playing hard as hell from start. You know what I'm saying? From the time he was hurt, and then he got back. He been playing a little bit too hard, man. And you got the second half of the season, which is going to be the toughest part of the season for every NBA team after that, because now all the fun and games over, all that friendship shit, all that emailing, hey man, pick me for the All-Star, all that shit is over. Now it's time to go get this motherfucking hardware. You get what I'm saying? And this is when he really need to be playing that second half of that season. Am I saying something wrong?
Nah. I mean, like I always say, I'm not a believer in Houston. And maybe it might turn out like how the NFL
okay, it's gonna be OKC and Golden State in that Western Conference Finals.
Chris Paul, what history has shown, Chris Paul and James Harden give you a game. They gonna give you a game in the fourth. So really, all you gotta do is beat them 3 times because they gonna give you a fourth one. Mm-hmm. And kind of what you alluded to, man, like Chris Paul going hard. Maybe he feeling himself, he feeling his rhythm, he happy to be back. But at the same time, man, this second half of the season finna kick up. And everybody finna turn it up. Minnesota finna turn it up. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of those teams that's trying to get into place because don't nobody really want to go to state early.
No.
And a lot of those teams feeling like we got a chance against OKC. And we got a chance against Houston.
And let me say this. And y'all can laugh at this and y'all can say whatever y'all want about whatever I'm about to say, but I think Derrick Rose going back with Tom Thibodeau, the one who actually
know him and help him build to that player that he was, man. I think this is a good thing for Rose. I see Rose averaging anywhere between 13 to 15 points with about 5 rebounds and a good 5 to 6 assists, man. I see him bouncing back and being a good role player for what's already established in Minnesota. I do not think this is a bad thing for him. You always want to go back where you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
That's like Gibson. It's like most of his whole team is back with Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler having an incredible year. I mean, he done bumped Wiggins. Wiggins the third option now.
I mean, but even with Wiggins, and I said this on a few shows before, with that team, it looked like that Chicago Bulls team that went 62-20. You get what I'm saying? You got a young Wiggins, which is a better version of Luol Deng. You get what I'm saying? So Thibodeau ain't doing nothing but putting his pieces back together, but he got better pieces. Now you got Rose and Teague.
And the other boy from Minnesota that went to Duke.
Who?
Number 1. The shorty. Like,
I don't know
he coming the light-skinned boy, the point guard.
But you know what? Rose's skill level is still there. His morale level is not there. And I think being around these type of players and being around these coaches and seeing the success and being away from that turmoil, even though I think Isaiah Thomas, that was a good thing, him getting the fuck up out of Cleveland, I think this is going to be good for Rose and we're going to see a different Rose, man. And that's why I say I think you're going to see a little bit more bounce in his step to where he going to average about between 13 to 15, 5, and maybe 6.
Yeah, I gotta agree that, whenever you're comfortable, you're going to play your best. That's anything. Anytime you're in a work environment or anytime you're in any place, you hanging out or whatever, and you with somebody that's comfortable, you're going to be able to be more relaxed to be yourself and be who you are.
But see, people want to see this explosive ass Rose.
You're not going to get that.
We're not going to get that, and that's what people need to get in their brain, and that's what they need to mature in their understanding when it comes to the game, that you're not going to see this type of play out of these players night in and night out, year after year. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The body do take a toll. The mind do take a toll.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm cool with Rose being that role player because, to be honest, this is the way he wanted to be. Always wanted to be a role player. He even said that in reports, like, man, bring another star in here. I defer.
Like when Ben Gordon was there, he was actually comfortable.
But when they got rid of Ben Gordon and they put it all on him, he had to defer. He had Chicago on his back. He loved his city.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So he went out there and he did what he had to do, man. So I have no bitter feelings for him. I'm not mad at him, man. I love that he going back down there with Thibs, man, Joe. I want to see him score 31 now. Like, no bullshit.
Hey, CL, what you think about D-Wade going back to Miami?
He's finna retire.
Yeah, he retired.
It's over with.
They're about to give him his own personal suite, the champagne and
He
all
still
that
got his
shit.
house down there. Him and Gabby.
Be in the front office or whatever. But as far as Rose, I gotta reiterate what you said. Yeah, it's more mental than physical.
It's more mental with him.
Mentally gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be mentally correct, coming back and get his mind right, or still be the dude to put him back in that Mike Ryan face. Well, we might see that 13 and 15, 5 and 5, whatever.
Oh.
Down the stretch.
So if they cut D Rose, if the Jazz cut D Rose, that means Minnesota got to sign him. So that means he get 2 checks up.
Hey,
He got to get re-signed. If you get released, that means your contract is paid. That means Minnesota have to pay him some more money. Minnesota have to offer him a contract.
hey, well, go get your money, young man. Go get your money, young man.
Right.
That's dope.
So, I mean, but at the same time, you can tell Derrick Rose and Miss Campbell been pretty smart about the business moves they've been making for him.
Well, he was only making $1 million this year. He only signed for like $1 million to Cleveland for the whole year, some crazy like that, like $1 million or 1.5 million.
Let me give a little score update. We didn't have North Carolina. They didn't came back. Duke had them up big. They at halftime. Duke up 49-45. How the fuck is Duke still number 9?
Because of the talent they got. They rate Duke off talent because Duke got potentially the number 1 player in the draft. They got a point guard that's potentially top 15, and they got another another player on their team.
I still see Duke first rounding out. You know who I like?
Yeah,
I like and we're about to get into college basketball. I like Cincinnati.
Ooh, throwback too.
Cincinnati played real gritty, tough defense and they rebound.
Yeah,
And that's big in college basketball.
and they got pace. Cincinnati got a pace where, like, when you watch a Cincinnati game, you locked in, and what, like, the coach is really putting together a pro system, but like kind of like that toughness you alluded to earlier. Cincinnati, like, man, we don't care who you is.
Yeah.
We hooping
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like them Bob Huggin days.
on the real,
That's like them Bob
on
Huggin.
everything.
Look,
Kenyon Martin and
why
Melvin
I bring up-
Levette, the human elevator. He'd take off on your ass
I'm telling
from
you.
anywhere.
On the real.
That's why I brung up his team, West Virginia, because Trey Young had a lot of pub going to that game, and they put the clamps on dude, man. For him to have 1 assist, he been having like 10, 11 a game. They put some people on the game.
Yeah,
I don't
they
really know
ran.
nobody from West Virginia.
That trap West Virginia dude is crazy though. I like it. But I told somebody else this. They were like, do I think West Virginia can go to the Final Four? No. And the reason why is because if you got a team like a Michigan State, they got 2 or 3 good guards that can handle the ball. See, Oklahoma only got 1 dude like that. Like, it's teams out there with 3 and 4 guards like Villanova. So when they do that run press thing like that, they're going to break that score. And now you got to play half court D, and then you got to go on the other end. And West Virginia don't got enough, like, they don't got enough one-on-one players on their team. Like, they got the boy from Maywood, little Derek Fisher that's cold and that's a killer. But they need some more players offensively to get out the Elite 8 and get to the Final Four. Like, when they play against them teams, they got all the guards. And they don't got that. And that trap only going to take them so far.
Well, you know it when it comes down to this tournament, it's all about team placement.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, we got to see how the cards gonna fall with that, But until then, they look tough.
No, they are tough.
They look tough.
Texas look tough. Like, the Big 12 and the SEC is cracking this year.
Yeah.
Them the best 2 conferences
Now
in basketball
that
by
I
far.
will give the SEC credit on. They do got college basketball interesting.
I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna bullshit. Big
Like-
12 too.
Big
Like you
12,
mentioned,
Big 12 definitely do. Big